appreciate it.
You know, it's like everything else. You have a second set of eyes on something.
Yep.
I'm going to see something that you don't.
Oh, yeah. Any changes to theirs? He's got it.
Take pictures.
And we welcome you back to the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County as we are live for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals and the Hagestown Hawks. If you missed Game 1, the Cardinals dominated. With the exception of a few innings that got a little scary, Catonsville won comfortably 9-1 via Mercy Rule in the bottom of the 6th. It's their 5th straight win, their 5th straight Mercy Rule victory, and amazingly, it is the least impressive of all 5 of them, since they won their last 4 with scores of 19-0, 25-1, 21-0, and 19-0. Just keep that in mind. This is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all the action for Game 2. As we are about to get underway. It should be a fun game. Pitching for the Cardinals game 2, same pitcher for game 1, Kaylee Rochelle, who had an excellent game 1. Catcher will be Kaylin Voss. Her cousin Felicity Voss will be at first. Katie Weaver will be at second. At short will be Morgan Gross. Tori Batch will be at third. And in the outfield, it'll be Mimi Trong, Mackenzie Brooks, and Felicity Voss. Leading off for Hagerstown for game 2 will be number 4, Sidra Royer.
Welcome back for game 2 of our doubleheader.
We got a good crowd on here today. A lot of fans from both Hagerstown and Catonsville here. A lot of Catonsville staff have come out to as watch. A couple of our professors. Sidra Royer will lead off here in game 2 as the Cardinals look to get the sweep over Hagerstown. Rochelle, one last check, and we are underway. And that first pitch is slammed deep into right field. It will land short of the warning track. Mimi Trong picks it up. It's going to be a double, maybe more. The throw to third, not in time. A triple on the first pitch by Sidra Royer. What a start here for Hagerstown as they get a runner in scoring position. Bailey Wilson, center fielder, up next. Catonsville moves ahead of Hagerstown into 5th place in the region thanks to their victory in game 1, and now they're looking to keep both that winning streak alive and that position alive here in game 2. High pitch, ball 1. A lot of dust being kicked up here early on in game 1. 1-0 pitch, high, ball 2. Cloud of dust moving through. And a dry field today. 2-0 pitch, fouled up for strike 1. Bashes into the catch fence.
Larry was telling me that they watered this field twice.
And it's a 2-1 count. Two and 1. Michelle's pitch is low, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch is popped up right in front of the third baseman. There was some confusion there between Rochelle and Batch over who was taking that ball, and as a result, that gets 2 on. So Wilson gets to first. Runners on the corners, no outs in the top of the first. As next up for Hagerstown, number 24, Callie Ricker. First pitch, Ricker smacks it foul into the woods. There is one for Foul Ball Derby. We will reveal our picks for how many foul balls are going back between in the middle of the first inning. We'll reveal that. 0-1 pitch. Runner trying to take second. They're going to try to take home 2. Rochelle, no, they can't. And for the first time this afternoon, Hagerstown has taken the lead. They lead it 1-0. It's a 1-1 count for Callie Ricker. Pitch. Low and a tad to the right. That's going to be ball 2. Pitch is grounded. Weaver, second baseman, is on it, throws to first. There's the first out. That moves the runner on base to third. Another runner in scoring position for Hagerstown. as this brings up number 25, Adriana Beeler.
Designated player number 25, Adriana Beeler.
Pitch is just a tad off target, ball 1. Smacked up, might be playable, is it? Batches underneath, makes the catch. That's out number 2. Almost lost it in the sun, but she's able to make the catch regardless. That's out number 2. Great play there by Tori Batch, the third baseman.
Fielder number 3, Molly Morris.
Molly Morris is up next, the right fielder, making just her second start of the season. First pitch on target, that's strike 1. Oh and 1. Rochelle's pitch is grounded right to first baseman Felicity Voss, makes the out, and the Cardinals, they give up 1, but they managed to escape the inning with just one run given. So we head to the bottom of the first. Catonsville due up, and in the meantime, we will take a short break. We'll be right back.
Catonsville coming to bat.
Beautiful. Make your picks now.
I'm saying 5.
5? 4? I'm going with the super under 2.
Damn. Are you saying that because last game was 2?
Yeah. I don't think, no, and I don't think anything else is going to go over there.
So what did you say? 4? 5, 2.
Well, folks, we like to play a little bit of a game here at CCBC Catonsville with our softball team. That is called Foul Ball Derby. Anytime a foul ball flies off into the woods, which is right next to the field, we count it, and we try to see how many get popped up in there. Last game, there were only 2, so we've all gone for the under here. Tommy, our scoreboard operator, is saying 4. Tommy, our live statter. Bradley, our scoreboard operator, says 5. I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to take the extreme under here. In the meantime, for Hagerstown, the starting pitcher for Game 2 is Peyton Scheffler. Adriana Beeler pitched Game 1. Scheffler's going to pitch Game number 2. 6.75 ERA on the season, a 3-3 record. She's pitched 47 innings with an allowed batting average of .345. And leading off for the Cardinals will be the sophomore first baseman out of Catonsville, Maryland, number 12, Felicity Voss. Cardinals have got a stacked lineup, lots of big hitters, as she will come out to Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
First baseman number 12, Felicity Voss.
She struggled a bit in Game 1, looking to get on the rebound here in Game number 2. First pitch. High, ball 1. Interesting also to see how Scheffler will do here pitching. Big chance coming out of the Catonsville dugout. See, they have time to perfect them. First pitch, second pitch, excuse me, is inside, ball 2. You noticed in Game 1 that the Cardinals have really worked on their chants and cheers for each player. It's nice to see. 2-0. Make that 3-0, and Voss is one more ball away from a stroll to first. Pitch. Ball 4. Nothing but balls there for Felicity Voss as she will trot out to first. 1 on for the Cardinals.
Batting second for Catonsville, the shortstop number 7.
As this will bring up number 2. Excuse me, the second batter. Shortstop number 7, Morgan Gross. Teammates refer to her as Mo. First pitch is on target that time, strike one. Oh and 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Gross smacks it out past the second baseman's glove into the outfield. It's a single for Morgan Gross. 2 on for the Cardinals. As this will now bring up the leading batter for the Cardinals this season, number 11, Abby Hagee. Abby Hagee has been having a fantastic season for the Cardinals. Slugging percentage of over 1, as that came close to swiping her there. It's ball 1. 1-0. Pitch is low, ball 2. 2-0. Scheffler taking her time between pitches here. Throws. Swing and a miss for Hagee. Strike 1. Two-one count here for Abby Hagee. The pitch. Tad inside, ball 3. Cardinals are one more ball away from bases loaded situation. I'm sure they would love to get themselves set up like that. The 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4, and just like that, the bases are loaded. As this will bring up Batgirl, number 1, Mackenzie Brooks.
Left fielder number 1, Mackenzie Brooks.
And yes, folks, if you could hear that, that is the theme by Danny Elfman from the original Batman movie in 1989. As she will smack that one up. It is caught by the right fielder. Voss will come home. First baseman may have been able to make that play. I guess not. Voss will score off a sac fly by Mackenzie Brooks, and the Cardinals tie it up 1-1.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 3, Tori Batch.
That's also the first out, as this will bring up Tori Batch, number 3. Walk-up music's got us all dancing up here in the booth. First pitch, swing and a miss. As Abby Hagee trots over to second. Hagee with the steal there, pretty much nobody saw her. Oh, 0-1. Pitch. Batch pops it up fair. Runners are going to stay put as it landed just fair on the left field line right in front of home plate. Well, just a little off to the left of home plate. It's a single for Tori Batch, and the bases are loaded once again, as this will now bring up the designated hitter, number 24, Madeline Galt.
Number 24, Madeline Galt.
Classic power hitter here for the Cardinals. One of those players who, over their spring break road trip, really blossomed into a solid contributor. Catonsville had a great start to the season, but that spring break trip where they won 4 straight by 5th inning mercy rules outscored their opponents 82-2 during that time. Really changed the complexion of this team. They're playing with a vigor and an intensity that we haven't seen all season. 1-0 for Madeline Galt. High pitch, make that 2-0. I was talking to Madeline Galt before the game. I mentioned, you know, that's 5 straight mercy rule wins. And she said, we're going to get you 6. 2-0. Pitch. Gulp smacks it up. That's flying back. Center fielder catches it. It's going to be another sac fly as Gross will come home. Cardinals take the lead 2-1 off the sac fly by Madeline Gult. Runners will stay at the corners as this will bring up Katie Weaver, the second baseman. 2 outs for the Cardinals, runners on the corners, and a 2-0 lead as they said, oh, that's cute, Hagerstown. You've taken an early 1-0 lead over us. Yeah, watch us take just 1 inning to get it back. As this will bring up Katie Weaver.
Who really said that?
As she smacks that one. Does it go back into the woods? No, it did not, but it is foul. Will not count towards foul ball derby. And that'll be strike 1. Weaver, another player who really came alive during that road trip. Had a couple breakout performances. Notched a ton of RBIs. Got her batting average up. Again, Catonsville just really showed up as, oh my goodness, that is another foul. As it lands back, I thought for a second that was going through the gap and landing in our booth. I thought that was finally going to be the one. Instead, it's a 0-2 hole for Katie Weaver. There is a gap right above our commentary booth between the catch fencing that you know one of these days the ball is going to fall through if it gets fouled up. Runners in position to make a run. They will go. Weaver will smack it deep back. Center fielder makes the catch. That'll bring it into the inning. That ball looked like it was going to go a bit further. Instead, it just lands in the middle of center field, right into the glove of the center fielder, and that'll do it for the first. So Catonsville retakes the lead 2-1 as we head to the second.
We played 1 inning, Catonsville 2, Hagerstown 1.
In the meantime, we'll be right back.
Which one of these names is real? Shit, I don't know. Why?
Which one of these is a real name?
Number 2.
Number 3, Dr. Twala. Finish. My buddy's writing a research paper and he said, man, I hate Finland so much. Why is their language like this? Oh, yeah.
Shortstop number 5, Morgan Kolick.
Morgan Kolick, the shortstop, will lead off here for Hagerstown as we are in the top of the second. Hagerstown took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first, but Catonsville wasted no time in getting the lead back as they took a 2-1 lead thanks to an explosive bottom of the first inning. And now here we are, 2-1, as Kolick slaps that one. Oh, what a catch by Katie Weaver! That'll bring you to your feet. Katie Weaver with the catch of the year candidate.
That was insane.
Had to sail through the air there for a second, but what a catch by Katie Weaver. That was ridiculous. As this brings up number 11, Haley Williams, next, and she gets ball 1. Now, we did not see Williams bat in game 1. She was the flex player who played in the outfield. 286 batting average on the season with just 2 hits. That's why we did not see her in game 1. She has not played a whole ton this season, and she gets into a 2-0 hole, courtesy of Rochelle. Now, Rochelle has pitched virtually the entire season for the Cardinals. There were a few games where Felicity Voss subbed in as pitcher, but Rochelle has done much of the heavy lifting, and it showed last series against Garrett, 26 strikeouts across 2 games. 3-0 count. As Rochelle looking to tighten up here. Kicks up a lot of dust. (3-0). 4 straight balls, and Williams will head to first.
Second baseman number 10, Peyton Kendall.
As this brings up Peyton Kendall, the second baseman. First pitch is on target, strike one. I'm still not over that Katie Weaver, that Katie Weaver play.
That was insane.
Like I said before, one of those players who has come alive during that spring break road trip, and just goes to show you the confidence that's been installed, as that was a strike. The runner's going to take second. This Hagerstown team is a speedy team. They are known for stealing bases. That is the 29th stolen base of the season and the 3rd stolen base for Haley Williams. 0-2. Pitch. Did she go? No. High, a good eye. Stopped short, and it's ball 1. Pitch. 2-2. Even count. Low pitch, ball 3, and it's a full count for the Cardinals' ace. (3-2) pitch. Smacked up, shortstop is on it, makes the throw to third, got it. They're going to try to get the 2 runners out. Oh, it got away from Batch. But Brooks is there to back her up, so the runner stays at third, but that's 2 outs for the Cardinals. Runner in third, as this will bring up number 8, Madison Hewer. Wind is really picking up here. We haven't seen a lot of foul balls. That one popped straight up. Oh, no one was waiting for it. It rolls foul. A run is going to score. Nope, it is foul. It is foul. Excuse me. It looked like it fell fair for a second. No, it went foul. It rolled foul. Okay. So 0-1. They're lucky it rolled foul. Pitch. Ground ball. Weaver makes the stop, fires to first, and the Cardinals avoid any damage being done with some great defensive plays by Katie Weaver. As we head to the bottom of the second, it's still 2-1.
No runs, no hits, a walk,
and you can see the Cardinals getting a pep talk from head coach Jeff Galbraith. We'll be right back. I'd love to try.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's got to be a way.
See what I can do. I'm in the office tomorrow. Are you coming in the office tomorrow?
I'm in the office till 25th.
Yeah.
And it worked out because we had that makeup game on 25th, but it's not moved again.
It's a shame. I could use the help. I'm the only one in the office tomorrow. I got 17 recaps due for baseball.
You got what?
17.
What?
Baseball recaps. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not fun.
Yeah, I can do it from home.
Well,
In the Catonsville second, catcher number 13, Kaylin Voss.
Kaylin Voss will lead off this inning for the Cardinals. The catcher, number 13, pushed into service a bit earlier than expected due to an injury to starting catcher Haley Seaton, but has done a very good job as her replacement, as she is almost hit there by that first pitch. It's ball one. Cardinals dugout was buzzing after that Katie Weaver play in the top of the second. I think they still are. There's strike one for Voss. One and one. The pitch, Voss will ground it to the first baseman, and it'll be a quick out to start the inning. Bottom of the order, and it's Mimi Trong, the right fielder, up next. Led the Cardinals in batting average at the start of the season, but now the rest of the Cardinals have caught up. Still an excellent player, kind of developed into a solid outfielder for the Cardinals. He's made some great defensive plays. She's got an interesting stance, a little different from the other players, but it served her well. As she fouls that one off, and it will land on top
Right fielder number 8,
of the Hagerstown dugout for strike one. Trong is referred to as Bling Bling by her teammates. Oh, and 1 count. Scheffler taking her time, finally fires the pitch, fouled up into the catch fence, and an 0-2 hole for Mimi Trong. Oh, and 2. Again, Scheffler taking a long time between pitches, throws. Again, Trong getting a lot of contact as she fouls that one off into the catch fence. Pitch. Ball one. Good eye by Trong. One and 2. I understand that the Catonsville dugout is trying their best with their chants, as there's ball 2, but that last one kind of sounded like a walrus colony. Some creative chants coming from Catonsville's dugout. 2 and 2. Fouled up off the visitors' bleachers and rolls to a stop. Another foul ball. I think she's hit, the exception of those 2 balls, it's almost been, that's 4 foul balls she's hit. Shout out to Tommy, our stat guy, who was make that call for me. Swing and a miss, and again, made some contact. That's another foul ball. A little bit of contact there. Remains a 2 and 2 count. Look at my reflection in the sunglasses. Stomach's getting flatter. I like that. It's good progress. 2 and 2. Pitch, swing and a miss, and that time no contact was made. Tough at bat there for Mimi Trong, but a lot of good contact, just none of it fair. As we are back now to the top of the order. 2 outs out for the Cardinals. It's Felicity Voss, and last name sounds familiar. Yes, she and Kaylin Voss are related. They are cousins. Both went to Catonsville High School, both from here in Catonsville. Hometown heroes for the Cardinals. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. sun beating down right overhead now, starting to set just a bit. It could start interfering with the eyes of the batters. Keep that in mind. It is in that position. Pitch. Voss will smack it. Shortstop, dropped it for a second, fires, gets the out. 3 up, 3 down. A good defensive stop by Hagerstown in the bottom of the second. It remains 2-1 as we head to the third inning. We will be right back.
Down in order in the home half of the second. We played 2 complete in game 2. Catonsville 2, Hagerstown 1.
I'm sorry to take your partner away. I'm sorry to take your partner away.
Oh, no, it's no problem. If your mic wasn't working, we need another mic. Yeah, we got to fix that mic or replace it. I don't know what's up with it. It's been working fine all season, but I guess it's okay, though. It's just bad. To the third inning we go, and leading off will be the leadoff hitter, Sidra Royer, for Hagerstown. As Kaylee Rochelle looks to shut them out again like she did in the second inning. Cardinals have been out hit 2-1 so far. As there is strike 1. 0-1. Little chopper rolls fair. Batch will throw to first. No, unable to get there in time. Good speed by Sidra Royer as she makes it to first.
Center fielder number 15, Bailey Wilson.
As this will bring up Bailey Wilson, number 15, the center fielder.
Passed out.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Right.
Oh. 0-1. Rochelle's pitch. Knocked up into the catch fence for strike 2. And an 0-2 hole for Bailey Wilson.
Had some kind of basketball practice.
Probably. Oh, and 2 hole. Voss had a quick chat there with Rochelle. Pitch, foul back, and sent our scoreboard operator Bradley jumping. I tell you again, the velocity of those foul balls when they crash back into this catch fence. If you're not paying attention, it'll spook you. Oh, and 2. Inside, ball 1.
Gotta be exhausted.
1 and 2. One thing to note about softball, pitching is not as, we'll hold that thought real quick, chopped up, and that one bounces back into the catch fence again. To complete that thought, softball, it's not as rigorous on the arm for a pitcher as it is in baseball, since an underhand motion is more natural for the human body. So for Kaylee Rochelle, pitching, 2 straight games, which comes up to about 150-ish pitches sometimes 200 if the game goes long. Doesn't really do that much. It does hurt at the end of the day, but not as much as it does with baseball. Popped up, deep fly, Batch underneath it, makes the catch. What a play by Torrey Batch. And a good heads-up play there to keep the runner at first. There's the first out of the inning. Cardinals have been making some great defensive plays this game. It is shown. Torrey Batch, Katie Weaver in particular.
First baseman number 24, Callie Ricker.
24, Callie Ricker is up next for Hagerstown. 625 batting average on the season for Ricker. She's only played 3 games. This is her 4th start. But so far has been their best hitter. Tried to bunt. They're going to try to get the runner out at second. Overthrows the shortstop, but a good heads-up play by Abby Hagee in center field keeps the runner at second. It's an 0-1 count. 2-1. No, 0-1, excuse me. 2-1 score. Got ahead of myself. Chopper up the middle. Gross is on it. Will fire to first. Got it. Out number 2. Good defensive play by the Cardinals yet again. And this will bring up number 25, Adriana Beeler. First pitch. Strike 1. Oh and 1. Foul ball. Once again, our scoreboard operator goes for a little jump there. 0 and 2. He just joked. He just said up here in the booth he's going to have PTSD at the end of this game. Probably. They're really sending him back. 0 and 2 hole for Ricker. Excuse me, Beeler. High pitch. Ball 1. One and 2. Another high pitch. 2 and 2. Even count. Pitch is chopped back for a foul.
No, you can't leave, Leslie. You can't leave.
2 and 2. Rochelle's pitch is grounded right back to her. She'll make the throw to the first, and that'll do it for the 3rd inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Cardinals preserve their lead at 2-1. And we will be right back as it's time for the heart of the Cardinals lineup to go to work.
2.5, Catonsville 2, Hagerstown 1.
Even that.
Not bad. It's a good reflective surface. I like it.
Is it?
It is.
5:33.
Yep.
Uh-oh, 1 more hour.
Orioles. There you go.
Dean Kramer. Probably the ace of the Orioles.
You guys even have an ace.
Oh, Gibson's the Oh, Gibson, I forgot about him. And the rookie, Rodriguez. Will be by the end of the year.
Oh yeah, Grayson Rodriguez. Thank God we didn't have to play him. It scared me.
Interesting to see if he stays up.
I hope he does. I like what the Orioles are building.
That
I
is
just
true.
don't like it when you guys
Might
play
not
the
stay
Yankees
up.
because we always play down to you.
What's AAA? Frederick Keys? That's Norfolk. Or Norfolk. Frederick's not. I think it was like a year or 2 ago. They got rid of a bunch of minor league teams.
It's Mo time here in Catonsville
Shortstop Megan Gross.
as Morgan Gross will lead off for the Cardinals. Two-one pitch. Gross slams it into left field for a single. At least she'll stay there. Community College of Baltimore County, Catonsville, more like Community College of Baltimore County, Motown, because Morgan Gross is getting it done as Abby Hagee is up next, number 11.
Center fielder number 11.
We're going to go with
Abby
Motown.
Hagee.
Oh, that the helmet? So I just got this pointed out to me, but we'll hold off on that thought for a second. Abby Hagee up next. Pitch. And ball one. The Hagestown catcher has got a like a little. Have you ever seen like a World War II aircraft with the painting they make on a World War II fighter with like the painting they do on the nose of the plane? That's kind of what the catcher for Hagerstown is going with the back of her helmet, because it looks like one of those World War II fighters with like the teeth on it. As that ball gets away from the catcher, and Gross will advance to second. Wild pitch. Makes it a 2-0 count and puts a runner in scoring position for the Cardinals. That's pretty cool. It's like a P-51 nose, except the back of a catcher's helmet. I think that's pretty cool. Two 2-0 count for Abby Hagee. And she slaps that one, same place where Gross slapped it, and runners are on the corners for the Cardinals. As now, walking up to Ride My Pony by Genuine is Batgirl, Mackenzie Brooks. We made a joke at the first game, and I'll keep it saying it. She always comes out to the most outlandish music. The Wonder Pets theme, the Little Einsteins theme, Baby Shark, the Batman theme. You never know what you're going to get. Not saying it's a bad thing. I just say it's probably one of the most entertaining bats, as she fouls that one back, and for the second time today, that's going on top of the Hagerstown dugout for strike one. Spin away for us. We're going to adjust our camera here for a second. First base was not in the picture. We're going to try and adjust that for a second. 0-1. And another foul, strike two. Oh, and 2. Pitch. She slaps that one high into left field. The left fielder calls for it, makes the catch. He's going to try and race home. Gross will get home and makes it. Hagee will advance to second as the catcher dropped the ball. So runner advances to second. There's a cloud of dust that comes up. That's fun, as the Cardinals extend their lead to 3-1. Runner goes to second. That's Abby Hagee.
Third baseman number 3, Tori Batch.
A sac fly for Mackenzie Brooks. This brings up Tori Batch, number 3. All 3 runs the Cardinals have scored so far on sac flies. Thank you to Richard Keller, our PA announcer, pointed that out. The sac fly is the weapon of choice for the Cardinals today, it seems, as they lead 3-1 over Hagerstown, try to get their 6th straight win. Inside pitch, ball 1.
How many games above 500 are we? Including the first.
Cardinals are 2 games above 500, currently sit 5th in the Region 20 standings, trying to stay 5th if they get a sweep of Hagerstown today. They moved ahead of Hagerstown with the win in Game 1. Pitch, swing and a miss for Batch, strike 1. One and 1. Pitch. Batch will foul it off for strike 2. 1-2. Batch will pop that one up, foul, and it will land back. Here's some of the Hagerstown spectators. Remains a 1-2 count. Batch getting a lot of contact. Pitch. Batch smashes that up into left field. Hagee will stick at third. Batch, meanwhile, will round to second. 2 runners in scoring position for the Cardinals, as this will bring up Madeline Golt, number 24, the designated hitter.
Number 24, Madeline Golt.
I've always found that interesting. It's designated hitter for baseball, but designated player for softball. Makes no sense. It should just be designated hitter for both. 2 sports are different enough already. It's one of life's many mysteries, I guess. Pitch. Strike 1. Good throw there by Scheffler. Cardinals, meanwhile, have finally managed to out-hit Hagerstown 4-3. Scheffler's pitch swung on and missed. And an 0-2 hole. Sorry. 0-2. Pitch. High. Ball 1. One and 2. The pitch. High again. Evens up the count at 2-2. Colt showing a lot of patience here. Still trying to load the bases. They have 1 out to give. Pitch. Ground ball goes foul. And it almost hit Abby Hagee over at first. Had to dodge away from it. Two-two pitch. Popped up. That's going to land in the glove of the second baseman. And it's a double play as she was able to step on second, catching Tori Batch out. So, 3-1 remains the score as we head to the 4th inning. Cardinals lead it. Hagerstown is up. We'll be right back.
In the 3rd for Catonsville, no run, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 3 complete. Catonsville 3, Hagerstown 1. In the fourth for Hagerstown, right fielder number 3, Molly Morris.
Molly Morris will lead off here for Hagerstown as we enter the top of the fourth. Big cloud of dust getting kicked up. Field's going to need a good watering, it looks like, between this game. As, oh, there's a lot of dust getting kicked up. Kind of looks like a sci-fi movie out there when enough of it gets kicked up. As that was ball 1. That one slapped up. Mimi Trong is there to make the catch. First out on the board. Every time a player moves in the infield, you see those little clouds of dust get kicked up. It's really cool when a player has to make an especially kind of wild play, because the dust that gets kicked up makes for some great pictures. And shout out to one of our interns, Rashad, who takes the pictures. We're going to get some good shots. As there is strike 1. This is number 5, Morgan Kolick. Pitch. Ball 1. And there's strike 2. Rochelle doing an excellent job so far. One and 2. The pitch. Popped up, foul. Does that go back? It does. It is in the woods. That's the second one we've seen. There's no prize for winning a foul ball derby. It's just bragging rights. But right now,
You're on the fence.
I would be on the fence. That's 2 foul balls into the woods. 1 and 2. Outside, ball 2. Two-two pitch. Knocked foul. Almost hit a couple people sitting in the Catonsville grandstands, or the Catonsville seating area. 2 and 2. Two-two pitch. Popped foul. Heads up. Almost hit a little old lady, but it's okay. Remains a 2 and 2 count. This is the 8th pitch of this at bat. Two-two pitch. Smacked ground ball gets past Felicity Voss into right field. And that's going to be a single there for Kolick.
Catcher number 11.
This will bring up number 11, Haley Williams. With 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 4th. First pitch on target, strike 1. Pitch number 2 is a little bit off target. That's going to be ball 1. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 3, got her. That's a second out on the board. Cardinals are 1 away.
Second baseman number 10, Peyton Kendall.
Peyton Kendall, number 10, second baseman, is up next for Hagerstown. Outside, ball 1. One and 0. Tried to go for a bunt. No such luck. 2-0. Now the wind is taking my notes away. Good, what fun. Thank you, sir. 2-0 pitch. Make that 3-0. High pitch and to the right.
You gotta find something. Oh,
3-0. A ball away from a stroll to first, getting 2 on. Pitch. There, that one is literally right down the middle for strike 1. Pitch. Ball 4. 2 on for Hagestown. The makings of a rally in here with 2 outs. 2
Left
on.
fielder number 8, Madison Hewer.
As this will bring up number 8, Madison Hewer. As timeout is called. Pitchy coach Nikki Manthe wants to have a discussion with Kaylee Rochelle. In case you folks needed an update on Catonsville baseball, who is playing a doubleheader today.
Oh, really? Is we winning or not?
As there is strike 1. So after that discussion, they're going to go back to work against Madison Hewer. I try to get an update. We do know that Catonsville won game 1 of their doubleheader. So that's a ground ball hit to Torrey Batch. Will fire to first. That'll do it. Oh!
Oh!
As Felicity Voss and Madison Hewer collided there. Hewer's okay. She walks off.
Base hit, a walk, and 2 left.
Excuse me.
Halfway through game 2.
We're halfway through game 2 of our doubleheader now as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 in favor of Catonsville after a good defensive stop. We'll be right back. Wait, did he get it? No. Hey, it's blurry. He can fix that. You already deleted it? It's okay. It's okay. We have the video.
Yeah, but you said you might not be able to do anything with that. Should be allowed that.
What's that Hagestown player doing? Number 8 for
Hagerstown.
In the home fourth for Catonsville, second baseman number 17, Katie Weaver.
Leading off here in the bottom of the fourth and walking out to the Barbie World song by Aqua. Katie Weaver, fresh off that fantastic play back in the was it top of the second? Top of the second. Looking to keep the momentum going for Catonsville as they lead 3-1 here. First pitch is high, ball one. Weaver coming off a solid spring break road trip, had some excellent plays, beefed up her batting average. 1-0. Pitch is high again, ball two. Two and 0. The pitch. Weaver smashes it up. Will it stay fair? It will. It gets away from the right fielder. Weaver's going to head over to second. She might go even more. It's ruled back into the corner. Weaver will go to third. She's going to try and go to home. Can she make it? It is safe and inside the park home run for Katie Weaver. Oh my goodness. Woo! The right fielder is hurt though. We're going to hold off on the celebration for a second. The right fielder looks to have been hurt on that play. Head coach out there checking. She seems to be brushing it off, taking a couple steps. I think she might have yanked her ankle while she was chasing down that ball. It did roll back into the corner. She's walking it off. Okay, she looks to be okay. And we're all good. We have the all clear.
13,
We do. Okay. A little tense moment there, but everything seems to be okay. The right fielder walks it off. And we can go back to celebrating now. An inside the park home run for Katie Weaver, the first of her career, too, as a Catonsville Cardinal. Let me just double check to make sure that's right. Yeah, that's her first. Kaylin Voss up next for the Cardinals. I can't get over that. A diving catch, an inside the park home run. What an afternoon for Katie Weaver. First pitch for Voss is a strike. Oh and 1. Pitch. Inside. Almost got Voss. And that's going to be ball one.
Go, Voss. Oh.
Remember, you got two bosses.
You're saying
1-1. Voss knocks it right into the glove of the first baseman, and there's the first out. As this will bring up Mimi Trong, number 8.
Right fielder number 8, Mimi Trong.
Trong again has a unique batting stance, a lot different than ones you see. It can be deadly. High pitch, ball one. So kind of a muted celebration we had there for the Katie Weaver inside the park home run, but I think now that everyone's calmed down, we know that the right fielder is okay. Wow! Wow! There we go. Okay, just had to get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. That was wild. 1-0. Trong pops it up, maybe playable. It was playable, but the third baseman couldn't make the play. Does go foul for strike one. We got 3 players all running for that ball. I don't think they decided on who could make the catch. It definitely was playable, though. Head coach Jeff Calvary telling his players, get back in the dugout. A couple of them were hanging out a bit. 1-1 count for Mimi Trong. Pitch. Trong, ground ball. Gets past the second baseman's glove, and Trong will single to first. And out now comes Felicity Voss. Going to try to keep the momentum going for the Cardinals as they've
Top
scored
of the
one
order,
run
first
here.
baseman number 12, Felicity Voss.
Yeah, I think softball is 8 runs, and then baseball's 10.
Cardinals lead 4-1. Remember, here's the first pitch. Strike one. Catcher wisely looking up to see if Trong will steal. Remember, it's 8 runs for the mercy rule for softball. Cardinals trying to go for their 6th straight victory via mercy rule. They lead by 3.
That would be incredible.
Ground ball to third base. Could be room for a double play. They get the first out. They are not able to get the second as Voss outruns the throw to first. As this will bring up Morgan Gross. Let's go, take a trip down to Motown. Morgan Gross is up next for the Cardinals. As now, Coach Galbraith is, I think he saw that the play at second that so it looks like head coach Jeff Galbraith is arguing that Mimi Trong shouldn't have been caught at second. Trong is still out there, by the way. But I think what she's saying is that, what Coach Galbraith is saying, is that the second baseman fumbled the ball or bobbled the ball while they were making the play at second. It shouldn't be an out. I think the umpires are going to discuss this. This would be huge for the Cardinals because they would still have 2 on. Mimi Trong is very fast and could get to third on a steal if she makes the good play. As I do believe I just saw a Hagestown player playing catch with their own glove in the outfield. I hope I saw that. It's not my imagination. So they're going to rule that Trong is out. So that is the second out. So the call on the field stands. But Coach Jeff Galbraith noticeably was trying to make a case there. Our PA announcer Richard Keller expressed an interest that may have been a bobbled play too. First pitch to Gross is strike one. That was close. You couldn't really see. There was a cloud of dust that came up, but it definitely looked like she may have bobbled it just a bit. It was a tricky throw. I think there was a lot of intention there to try and get the double play, but the call stands at the moment, 0-1. Gross will slap that one up. Don't go into the woods, please. It does, and there goes my bragging rights for foul ball derby. We got 3. Next one up would be 4, which I believe our stat guy Tommy said. 0-2. Pitch. Gross will knock it up. Is it going to go back in the woods again? It will. That's 4, and Tommy is on the clock. We love foul ball derby here. The high we said was 5. That was our scoreboard operator, Bradley. 0-2 for Morgan Gross. Low pitch, ball 1. And a good eye by Gross. Keep my eyes on the right fielder for Hagestown, a player who was injured for a second. She appears to be okay. Kind of walked it off. I think she may have tweaked her ankle on that inside the park home run. But I keep looking over. She's doing good. That's good to see. 1-2. The pitch. Gross will foul it up, and it will land past the gazebo. A lot of contact by Morgan Gross. You can tell she wants this one. And once again, the dugout with some interesting chants there. 1-2. Gross slaps that one, served up a meatball. Right fielder makes the play, and that'll do it. 4-1, the score. The Cardinals get an inside the park home run by Katie Weaver as we head to the 5th inning, halfway through, past the halfway point, excuse me. See if Hagerstown can get a rally going here. We'll be right back. I'm grabbing 17 for a post-game interview. Diving catch inside the park home run. That's ridiculous.
Cheers, babe. That was the same girl for
Same
both?
girl, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's ridiculous. Thank you for pointing out that she was injured. I didn't even notice. fifth inning we go. Cardinals trying to get the sweep, and we're at the top of the order. It's the third baseman, Sidra Royer, leading off. Excuse me. Cardinals trying to go for their 6th straight win. There's ball 1 from Rochelle.
How many pitches has Rochelle thrown so far? 65.
65 total pitches thrown by Kaylee Rochelle so far. She's over 100 pitches for the day, including both games. Royer hits that one, slaps it up into left field, and she will safely get to first. Hagestown getting a lot more contact here in Game 2 than they had in Game 1. The problem is that they just haven't been able to capitalize on getting runners onto the base.
Bailey Wilson.
Bailey Wilson, the center fielder, up next. Rochelle's throw. That one is popped foul. More of like a line drive foul than pop. And that'll be strike 1. Waiting for the ball to get back. 0-1 for Bailey Wilson. Rochelle's pitch. Ball 1. Pitch. Runner's going to try to take second. No luck. Morgan Gross with the heads-up play. Took her to Motown. There is the first out.
Yes, sir.
Royer with an attempt to steal there, and I believe that is the first time all season that Hagerstown's been caught stealing. Unless they did in the first game and I'm missing it. I don't think they did. I think they did in the first game. Okay. So the second time. I had to double check that. I forgot we played one entire game earlier. Little popper knocks up. Watch out. Oh, that may have almost hit somebody. There was a caught stealing in the first game. Thank you to Richard. It was Scheffler, the pitcher, who got caught stealing in Game 1. So that is the second time this season that Hagerstown's been caught stealing. They were perfect on the air on stolen bases, but not against this Catonsville defense. Yeah. Scheffler wasn't pitching Game 1, but is pitching this game. That's why I refer to him as that pitcher. 2-2 for Bailey Wilson. Rochelle, her pitch, smacked up, got past Mimi Trong. That's going back to the warning track. Wilson will round the bases. She gets to second. Trong makes the throw to the infield. It's a triple for Bailey Wilson. And a much-needed boost for Hagerstown, as this will bring up number 24, Callie Ricker. One of 4 players from Hagerstown. Hagerstown. It's kind of interesting to see how many players are from the same towns the college is located in. Catonsville, we've got 2. We've only got 2 players from Catonsville here, the Voss cousins. Ground ball slapped up to Tori Batch. Ooh, dropped it for a second. Fires to first. Can she make it? Yes. Great play by Tori Batch, despite kind of fumbling the ball for a second. I think she was trying to think maybe I could get the out at third. It's all good, though. Cardinals have, for the most part, shut down Hagerstown's top hitter today. As this will bring up number 25, Adriana Beeler.
Number 25, Adriana Beeler.
To finish that thought from earlier, Hagerstown has 4 players from the same town, them being Molly Morris, Hannah Kluke, who we haven't seen play today, Haley Williams, and Callie Ricker. There's ball 1. Of course, for Catonsville, it's the Voss cousins, the only ones actually from Catonsville. Everyone else is from other parts of Maryland. Mostly from Baltimore County, though. The very Baltimore-centric team. 1-0. There's strike 1 for Rochelle. Haven't seen as many strikeouts as we did in the last series against Garrett from Rochelle today, but it really hasn't mattered. She's gotten such great support from her infield. She doesn't really need to throw a lot of strikeouts. Sometimes that's all you need. 1-1. High pitch, ball 2. Sun beginning to disappear behind the trees just a little bit. It's beginning to set a tad. It's approaching 6 o'clock here on the East Coast. It's been a fun day of softball. Cardinals going for their 6th straight win. Inside pitch, ball 3. It's after 6, excuse me. What happened?
Nothing.
3-1. Pitch. Popped up. It is going to land right next to a spectator. And that'll be strike 2. A full count here for Adriana Beeler. She will knock that up into the woods. That's number 5. And Tommy, sorry, you have lost foul ball derby. Bradley, you are on the clock. For comparison, we had just 2 foul balls off into the woods in game 1.
Right.
We're already up to 5 in game 2. 3-2. Rochelle's pitch. Ball 4, and that will send Beeler to first. Runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Right fielder number 3.
This will bring up Molly Morris, the right fielder, and this should be interesting. Remember, she was the player who got hurt on that inside the park home run by Katie Weaver. Was able to walk it off. It will be interesting to see if there's any after effects from that. As we do have a pinch runner coming in to run for Adriana Beeler. It's going to be Peyton Scheffler, the pitcher.
Peyton Scheffler running at first base.
Oh, got one on the top of the dugout. That's yours.
First pitch. Ground ball right to Felicity Voss, who will make the out. So the Cardinals avoid a sticky situation with runners on the corners. It's 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
A walk and 2 left. 4.5. Catonsville 4, Hagestown 1.
Don't worry. Abby Hagee will lead off here for the Cardinals as they lead 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th. And Hagee will smack that one deep back center field, bounces off the top of the wall. It's a home run, a single home run for Abby Hagee, her 7th of the season. And she will trot on home, 2nd home run of the year for the Cardinals, for the game for the Cardinals. And on goes the home run sombrero. Yes, you heard that right. Out of all of the home run, paraphernalia that we see in Major League Baseball, me personally, nothing beats the home run sombrero. 5-1, Catonsville leads it. Pitch to Mackenzie Brooks. She will knock it foul. Strike one.
What's his name got the ball?
Is that what you think it is? I'm not sure about that.
What?
The funnel.
Oh.
0-1 count for Mackenzie Brooks. Pitch. Brooks smashes it into left field, and here comes Batgirl with a single. As this will now bring up Tori Batch. Cardinals have got something cooking here in the bottom of the fifth. They lead 5-1. They would need 4 more runs to get a Mercy Rule victory, which is what they're aiming for. They're 6 straight, and I just jinxed it. Well, there we go. Me and my big mouth. Our stats guy, Tommy, looked over at me and said, really? Swing and a miss for Batch. There's strike one. Scheffler's pitch is smashed back way past the right fielder off of the wall onto the warning track. Brooks is going to come home. Batch is going to make it to third. An RBI triple for Tori Batch. It's 6-0 Cardinals. Single? Okay. Six one. Madeline Golt is up next.
Designated player number 24, Madeline Golt.
Golt looked like she wanted to bunt for a split second, but pulled back. Strike one.
Bring her home.
Cardinals have out-hit Hagerstown 10-6 in this game. They out-hit them, I believe, 12-3 in game one. 0-1. Nice pitch there by Scheffler. That's strike two. Caught Golt looking. Scheffler drops the ball there for a second. 0-2 pitch. Golt pops it up over the head of the shortstop into left center field. Batch is going to come home. RBI single there for Madeline Golt, and the Cardinals lead 7-0. 7-1. 7-1. Excuse me. 7-1. Got ahead of myself.
Second baseman number 17, Katie Weaver.
And still, by the way, no outs. Here's Katie Weaver, first at bat since hitting that inside the park home run. Has had a fantastic day. First pitch, she smashes that up into right field. Right fielder drops short. She's going to get to first. And the Cardinals have gotten a hit at every single at bat of this inning. 2 on now. As in comes,
13, Kaylin Voss.
we've got a pinch hitter. It's Maddie Brack coming into the game, number 21. Pinch hitting for Kaylin Voss. Similar situation happened in the second half of game number 1.
Pinch hitter
And
for
I believe this is the
Kaylin
first time I've ever heard somebody walk out, their walk-up music be Ice Spice. Interesting. Not saying that's a bad thing, it's just I've never heard someone use it before. Brack, of course, coming off that excellent series against Garrett. Game 1 against Garrett, she had a breakout performance with 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. As she almost got hit there. Ball 1. And this was coming from a player who, through the first half of the season, didn't play every game. Kind of was subbed in and out. Did a lot of pinch hitting, but didn't get a lot of starts. And then over the spring break, something just clicked, and Maddie Brack became one of the breakout players of that road trip. Especially that first Garrett game. 1-0 pitch. Scheffler's pitch is high, ball 2. Had a funny moment before this this doubleheader kicked off. We were waiting for the start, and Maddie Brack comes out of the dugout carrying something in a cup with a piece of paper over it. I was like, "What's that?" She says, "Oh, it's a bee's nest." You know, just carrying a bee's nest in her hands, basically walking out of the dugout. It's like, okay, we know. There's ball 3. Bragg a little displeased look on her face there at that ball until she really wants to get some contact. Pitch. There's strike 1.
Taken all the way.
A lot of patience from Brack here in this at-bat. 3-1 count. Remember, Cardinals still have no outs. So they can afford 1 probably. Pitch. Ball 4. Maddie Brack will walk. The bases are loaded. As this will bring up Mimi Trong, number 8.
Right fielder number
As we're
8,
going to have a
Mimi
little
Trong.
discussion here between Scheffler and her catcher.
Oh, we're not going to allow that.
Still no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Cardinals lead at 7-1. They have out-hit Hagerstown 12-6. Hagerstown's gotten, well, plenty of hits, but they just haven't been able to capitalize.
They played that song.
As this will bring up Mimi Trong. 7-1.
Somebody slipped up.
Pitch. Trong smacks it foul down the left field line as there was a big gust of wind that came through, kicked up a lot of dust. That's going to be strike 1 for Trong. Trong will knock it foul down the left field line again. That's 2 straight lines down the foul line. Oh, 0-2 count for Mimi Trong. Again, Cardinals have no outs, so they can kind of afford to get 1 out here. And of course, that's not ideal. Trong smacks that one up. It's going to land in right center field. That'll bring Madeline Golt home. It's 8-1, and the Cardinals are 1 run away from potentially winning this game via mercy rule. As Felicity Voss is up to the plate with the bases still loaded, trying to get it done. Cardinals have had a lot of success with those little bloopers that land in the shallow part of the outfield. Just managed to get it perfectly down where the fielders just aren't able to get there in time. First pitch for Voss. She smacks it. That's it. Ball game. Weaver will score. 9-1. Cardinals lead.
Call it.
That should be it. That's it. Yep. 6 straight wins, all by mercy rule. The Catonsville Cardinals, they win it 9-1 for the 2nd straight game. It's a sweep of Hagerstown, their 3rd straight sweep. The CCBC Catonsville Cardinals, there's something brewing with this team, ladies and gentlemen. There is something brewing.
We remind you to buckle up before you leave the campus.
This team has been on a roll recently, and it can only continue. Cardinals win it 9-1. They out-hit Hagerstown 14-6. Well, next up for the Cardinals, folks, give us 1 second here as we check the schedule, will be on Sunday as Catonsville heads to Camden County College in New Jersey for a doubleheader at 12 and 2. With luck, they will continue the winning streak. We can only hope they do. And I probably just jinxed them because the softball gods have been good to us today, but you never know. Well, thank you for joining us, folks, for what has been a tremendous and exciting day of baseball. We saw plenty of action today. We saw an inside-the-park home run. We saw some awesome defensive plays. We saw some awesome offensive plays. But most of all, we saw the Cardinals keep their win streak alive. With 6 straight victories, all by way of Mercy Rule, this team is rolling. They know that the region tournament hosted by Catonsville is coming up, and they want to be among the top 4 seeds, not have to play through those play-in games. Well, folks, we're going to end our broadcast today. Big shout-out to everyone here at CCBC Catonsville who helps our games get underway. This is Isaac Donsky signing off. We will see you next time as the Cardinals win it 9-1. Have a great evening.